Alright guys, so the wait is over. I'm here with Org Golf's Foundry set of irons. I've been waiting, I don't know, 2 or 3 months for these. I'm super excited. I've been going back and forth with the guy forever now. There's a couple delays, of course, because with everything good, you have to wait, but time's come. So we're gonna get right into this. We're gonna open these up and see what we got. I will say already, right off the rip, I'm pretty impressed with the boxing for your first set of irons ever for a first company, you know, for a brand new company. I feel like that's already over and above there. So I got high hopes. Let's get into this. Still sealed up here, so. I will be honest, I have gotten some sneak peeks of the boxing and packaging from the founder himself, so I have a little bit of an idea as to what I'm gonna see, but to actually see it in person, put your hands on it, is much different. So.
Do you want me to stay here the whole time?
You can like move around and
Okay.
stuff for sure. Freaking out a little bit. All right. Oh my! Look at that.
Wow.
You know, I was a little not hesitant about the leather grips. To per se is not the right word, but I've never owned anything with leather grips, much less brand new leather grips. They're incredible. That's so pretty. He's even stamped the logo into the leather on the grip. Look how nicely wound that is. I don't know why I expected there to be more of like a thickness between the wraps here. I didn't expect it to lay so flat. That's incredible. Okay. So yeah, like look at the detail on this. Like he's got all about the company and everything right here on the top. You know, you sit here and read it. Obviously, I don't want to block you guys, but this is incredible. This is kind of what you'd expect from like Titleist or TaylorMade. You know, one of the biggest names out there, and for I would say less money, around the same, but for such a small. Oh my! Holy cow!
And we can obviously tag him.
Yeah, I will tag Org Golf down in, you know, everywhere and
Mission.
every way I can. I'm sure he'll be commenting on this video at some point. But look how pretty those are. Guys, look at that. See, you got the logo stamped in there like that. I am going to do an interview with this guy, actually. It's going to be really cool. We're going to do like a Zoom style interview. And I'm going to ask him all sorts of things, like how did he do that? So he assembled these by hand. They were forged, you know, machine forged by, I don't know if it's a local guy. I'm going to get some more information, like I said, via interview. But yeah, he ordered all the parts and he assembled them in, where is he out of? I think West Virginia, he said. So they were assembled in the United States. Obviously, some things were imported from wherever that is. I'll find out soon. But the weight is beautiful. They're so pretty. And I love the way, I don't know if you guys can see from there, I can show you guys here too, but the copper in the ferrule here looks so nice with the leather grip up here. Like it brings it all together. And too, I don't know if you guys can see in the gray, there's a little bit of like light blue that works into white. So when these clubs are being built, they get what's called blued, I learned from him. And they're soaked in some sort of oil that kind of turns them, I would say, a little more blue and kind of darker than the original raw finish. So they're not coated, but they have an oil that's kind of treated on them. And it's really cool because the little attention to detail with the gray to the little bit of blue to white to make it pop. But you get the blue in there from the bluing of the face itself. I can't believe how pretty these are. And they come standard from his website with the Dynamic Gold S400, which is actually what I play in my MP20s now. It's a little heavy for some people, which is going to in turn make it feel more stiff. So it's 40 grams, that's what the 400 is. A lot of people, it's more common I think to play the S300 30 gram shaft, a little lighter, it's more popular I would say. But this is actually, feels like it's almost custom built for me because it's the shaft, it's standard that he puts in it. You can have them, he will put a different shaft than you in there for you. You have to request which shaft. But some extra goodies in here, which we always love. Looks like we got I can't even get to them.
So excited.
They're so pretty. So I wanted to do this kind of out here in the park. As you see the big pretty mountains around us, there's a lake right over here, kind of out in nature because I learned a little bit about his company is a lot about, I learned a little bit about his company being a lot about nature and kind of raw materials and just enjoying the environment around you versus just focusing on golf and technology and hitting the ball really far. So I kind of wanted to immerse myself in kind of his core vision with what he's got going on here. So I thought that was a little cool way to go about this. But I'm going to try to get to these extra goodies because I love some goodies. Looks like we got a towel and maybe a brush. I'm going to eventually need to get some nice leather conditioner. But they should be good for a while. He said he conditioned and treated them already, so they should be good for now. But I actually did recently buy an old Mirafield Jack Nicklaus putter that's got a leather grip that really could use some of that leather conditioner. So maybe I'll get my hands on that sooner than later, and maybe I'll do a little shout out of that club in this video just so you guys can see it. But so he included this stuff, but he doesn't want you to get to it apparently.
Wanted it to be safe for delivery.
Wow, look how nice too. That's stitched in there. It's not one of those cheap iron-on patches, which is kind of what you unfortunately would expect with like a startup company like this. But yeah, if you look, really nice, pretty stitching on there. Nice clasp on the end there. Oh, it looks like maybe a magnet. I don't know if that's magnetic or not. Oh, it is. That's so cool. Wow, he thought of everything. This is incredible. It's not what you'd expect from like a new company. You know? It's you expect kind of just maybe a box if you're lucky. I was kind of expecting like a golf club shipping box bag thing, not a full-on.
Maybe next time you'll
custom-
estimate him.
Yeah, maybe next time I won't underestimate. I will estimate. I heard maybe through the grapevine of I guess just him that he will be maybe working on some wedges soon. So we might have to introduce those as well to the brother irons here. But you guys should head on over for sure to orgolf.com and check these out. Like I said, these are the Foundry set. He only made 50 of them. I believe he sold all 50 already. That's when it was kind of like a pre-order thing. I think he was waiting until he sold all 50 sets to make these. So I officially have one of the first 50 sets. I think he actually said he serial numbered them. Oh yeah, he did. I don't know if you want. Let me try to get that there. So he individually
Oh yeah, just barely.
serial numbered
Yeah.
them all.
It's hard to see in the sun, but you can.
See if this does it a little better. So it shows it here. So yeah, like I said, he hand built them himself. They weren't hand forged because that's a whole different ball game. And I did at first think they were hand forged, which I learned from him is like that's a completely different animal. That's only a handful of people I think in the world that do that. So like I said, get on over to Orgolf, check him out, reach out to him on Instagram, see what he's got in the works. I'm sure he'll build custom things if you requested it. He's a very handy fella. Check out his Instagram. He's got all sorts of stuff he makes, leather working and bladesmiths and stuff like that. Super nice guy as well. I have nothing but good things to say about this. I think it speaks for itself. It didn't take much of a reaction, but more of a video of, you know, how great the equipment is already. I'll obviously have to do a more in-depth review once I start playing with them and using them, but I was so excited I already had to wait an entire day to open these. I wasn't gonna wait any longer, so we went ahead and did like an unboxing video. Wanted to show off the quality because I knew it was gonna be there based off of just the pictures and just how the guy spoke and, you know, his craftsmanship that you can see in some of his other work that he's done. So get on over there, check him out, give him a shout out, tell him Shane sent you, and appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed.